Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the week of April 3rd. This week, definitely check out astrojar.com to help support more awesome astrologers and YouTubers who do things like card reading. But this week, let's see what is going on for you here. Yeah, definitely think you need to open up to the abilities to negotiating things and being willing to negotiate things further. At this time, very funny here. I'll just tell you all, yesterday my brother wanted to buy a new car, and I got him a way better deal than he was about to get himself, because he was ready to quit way too early. You actually have a lot of things on your side at this time. So again, don't be afraid to negotiate. I know it seems like a small thing, but if you're buying a home, buying a car, buying anything, don't be afraid to kind of like keep going at this time. You, like I said, you even in your astrology, you have a couple of things going on that I think could can affect your thoughts at this time and make you feel like you can't get what you want. But really, the secret is, I think that you can, especially after coming off of this new moon at the end of that was at the end of March. I think that basically you're in a much better position than you think. But it's all about kind of how you see it, how you see it in your mind. So that's the trick again. So don't be afraid to negotiate. Six of Hearts. We'll talk about that more when we get there. Definitely something you should be doing. But you start off with the 10 of Clubs. I think things are about to get easier for you. I think you are stepping into kind of like a much easier time, a time where things are going to get, I hesitate to say easier, because life is never necessarily easy, but definitely I think things could be going a little bit more your way. On the mundane level, this is a card of extreme luck, more luck coming in, and kind of, better energy around you. But I also think because of Venus, the Venus retrograde and everything at this time, I think that it's going to have things kind of flowing a little bit more for you, going into a little bit more of a flow, and kind of a time where things can seem more easy. I also think that a lot of you could be thinking about the future and building a strong foundation. Again, I think mostly because of money fears and things like that, Leo's really focused on kind of building up a lot of security in the future. But I actually think this is a good thing. And I will say, I think it's coming from fears in these fears that are inside of you, these like money fears. This can be a card that represents fears of poverty, and I think that a lot of you have been through negative situations. Maybe not poverty, a lot of you maybe have as well, but maybe other negative money situations. I actually think this is going to drive you to success, if I can get that out. And it doesn't matter how old you are, by the way. I don't care if you're 70 years old, 80 years old, 90. I still think there's a lot of potential for you to kind of turn things around. Again, at any age at this time, I actually think you're going to be feeling very youthful at this time as well. But again, I think most of you are probably sick of it, of having to worry about bills and all this other stuff. So now you're kind of, I think, more focused on setting yourself up financially for the future. It definitely seems to be a focus this week for you. A great week for people, don't get me wrong. 10 of Clubs, amazing card for dealing with people. You have the 10 of Diamonds as well. Not only an amazing money card, but also an amazing card for dealing with people, talking to people, meeting new people, which, I've kind of, beat that over the head. I know that, this is the year of networking, as I said. But definitely, like I said, use those fears. Kind of use those fears. Don't just allow them to kind of like stew inside of you. Use them to help you like create new ways of making money, saving money, investing money, or other things that could strengthen your future. I think that really a lot of you Leos are going to be doing things that you never thought you would possibly do, ever in your lives. Things like investing in real estate, or investing in businesses or starting a business. I think that there's a lot of that for you. You have the Jack of Diamonds here. And this is a card of needing to balance work and fun. I actually think that a lot of you are going to be having a lot of fun, but I also think this card this week is saying that you are going to be feeling very youthful at this time. And again, no matter what your age, and I think you're going to be wanting to start something new with money, which is very exciting. I've talked about this a little bit. I'm definitely going to do a video on it about how I think money and jobs are going to be very much changing in the future in a significant way. And so, I think people are going to have to become more self-reliant. I think Leo realizes that. That's why I said I think you're going to be doing some pretty unique things around money. But we also have, again, I've been studying the astrology this year pretty heavily and looking at Uranus. We have this Jupiter-Uranus opposition. But also, if you just look at where Uranus is and everything else is, there's kind of like this pull. I've talked about it a little bit in some other signs, that it's kind of like this thing between, I think I talked to you about it last week. It's this pull between like traditional beliefs and new, unique Uranus, innovative beliefs. So again, that's why I'm saying, like, I think a lot of you could end up in the future, not just this week, but maybe you're just starting to think about it this week, could end up doing some very unique things that you never thought you would possibly do, or could even possibly do. Next, you have the Six of Hearts. Turnaround, getting a turnaround in the energy, feeling much better about your life, feeling better about things that are going on. Also a great card for relationships if you are in a relationship. It says there could be a lot of harmony this week for you. As I said, also this is a card of negotiation. I think a lot of you need to realize how far you can go in in negotiations. And I also think that a lot of you could need to realize like where your power is in negotiations as well. For some reason, I think this is going to be important for you. Again, the real estate thing popped into my head, so maybe some of you are thinking about investing in real estate or something, and so maybe you need to, focus on negotiation or learn more about negotiation and stuff. I also think that for a lot of you, this has to do with fear of loss. I think you are recalibrating your fear of loss, like where you are. It's kind of a weird message, but where you are afraid of like what you're going to lose. I don't know how else to verbalize that, but maybe that'll make sense to some of you. Next, you have the Two of Diamonds, matching up perfectly with something financially. Again, a new business idea, new job. Some of you could be getting a new job, new promotion, more money. This can also be money coming in, but again, it's not a surprise. You would know about it. It's like an inheritance, or the sale of a house, or sale of a car, or something along those lines. So again, you would know that this was coming, but still very good money card. And you end with the Ten of Diamonds, even better money card, stabilizing finances. This is the card of prosperity and abundance, but really I think for you this week, it's really the thoughts of the future, thoughts of future stabilization, thinking about how, like, really, money is pretty unstable. How do I protect myself, 30 years down the road? How do I make sure that I have money? And all that. So I think a lot of you could be having those types of thoughts. The good news is this card says you're going to figure it out, and you're going to make it happen, and you're going to be in a much stronger position. So very interesting week, very. So thank you for watching, and enjoy it.